Great. You join us, and then you throw up everywhere. Thanks. It's Rimworld. Welcome back. I hope you're doing better than Malco is. Malco has been lying in this field for a long time. He's been... I don't even know how long he's been lying here, but he's not healing. He's just not healing at all. I'm not sure why, either. I guess there's nothing in his... At any rate, to the main point of Malco here. Malco crashed alongside Zari and another friend of theirs who has since departed for greener pastures. And it got me thinking, seeing that happen and Zari joining the squad, such as it was, would probably make Huckett and friends realize that actually maybe like an infirmary isn't such a bad idea. So on today's agenda, I do think some form of hospital, or hospital, as I've typed, by that once more feeling, wouldn't be a bad idea at all. Lord knows that Huckett, Trollpants, Hawks, Aethel, and Nacho spent enough time in the infirmary back on the Avenger. And as well, they've called this place Cauliflower Valley. They've named it, they've built houses here, they've planted corn and rice and cotton. Is it cotton? Yes. They're going to be here for a while. So a little bit of the old pretty this place up, I think, is probably a worthwhile thing for them to be doing. We'll see what else happens today, but those are probably going to be the main two things that we want to try and get done, if at all possible. Everything's been a bit too peaceful around here so far. Randy Random's the storyteller I'm using, in case you're wondering, and he's been quite generous with us overall. We've not had any significant threats or things like that. One other thing that building this hospital gives us the opportunity to do is put up a dedicated storage area for our medicines and what have you. So that's exactly what this little place at the bottom here is going to be. It's going to look great once it's done. Well, great's subjective. It's going to look like something when it's done, shall we say. Kind of thinking that we maybe want to get rid of this pile of granite at some point as well. Just open up this area a little bit more. One other thing I'm going to make sure I remember to do is that this overwall cooler here is actually set up to deliver cooling, unlike what happened in the fridge, or the would-be fridge. I'm going to actually grow... Oh, and ambrosia sprout. I'm actually going to put down another overwall cooler in here as well, just to make sure that the temperature in here remains freezing. We're probably going to move this at some point, but for now it'll... For now it absolutely is going to be one of the most important buildings we've got. And all of a sudden, Malco now actually has a roof over his head. So I do wonder if that's going to increase his healing factor, rather than, you know, lying out in the middle of the field, such as he was. I guess we'll find out. I'd kind of like him to leave. Not because he's doing anything or whatever, just, you know, he's been here a bit too long, and it's kind of weirding me out that he's still just lying around the place. We got a nice lucky early ambrosia sprout here, so hopefully this actually could grow before winter arrives. It stops it from doing so. That'd be kind of nice, huh? Because I've gone for just immediate flooring in the hospital. We are going to be running low on the old steel again, so I feel like it probably makes sense to queue up a bit more mining around where we've got some on the map, which is to say, not as much as I thought. I'm sure we had more than just that one patch, right? Yes, but it's very far away. Have we got anything closer than that? Oh, there's some. Sure. It's filled me with a tiny, smallest fractionist bit of panic, actually. Steel's going to be something that we might need to do some venturing out for at some point, because we don't have as much on this map as it would first appeared. Because that stuff that we mined out from here is basically all gone. Is this? Oh, good, it's urine. That's what you want. You now know how to cook soup. Primarily liquid food, generally served warm or hot. Yes, that is what soup is. Okay. Machining would be incredibly... You see machining, you take machining, really, don't you? It would be foolish not to. Insofar as prettying this place up goes, I think just for now, some like dirt pathways around the more well-traveled areas wouldn't go amiss. And by the well-traveled areas, I kind of just mean in and around the houses. Maybe some hedges and things like that too. You know, just to make it seem a bit more like actual people live here, because that's what human beings do, isn't it, really? They can't find it. There it is. Hedge. Have a hedge. Gotta look after your garden. And hey, a splash of greenery never hurt anybody. Maybe we want to move that water tower. I don't know. These are the real questions, you see. There we have it. It ain't much, but, you know, it does actually look a little bit more like people live here. We probably want to remove this scuffed flooring at this point in our continuing beautification efforts. Put something a little bit more normal looking than broken concrete in our dining room. And our hospital is finished as well, or as much as it could be called a hospital. It's basically just 2 rooms, one of which stores medication. But hey, this is better than what we had before, which is nothing. So I'm going to take that off just for now. We probably want to revisit hospital before too long has passed, because there's certainly more that we could add to this. But for now, Malco, I hope you're... Oh, you've got a slightly impressive hospital. I'll absolutely take a slightly impressive hospital at this point in the game. It's probably the earliest I've ever built a medical facility. And it's all thanks to you, Malco. It's all thanks to you, you strange person. One of my favorite mods that I have got installed is Vanilla Skills Expanded. And what that allows us to do, once anyone reaches level 15 in a skill, they're able to select a specialization. So Huckett here has reached that critical point in construction already, although they did have pretty high construction to start with, actually. And I think given the fact that Huckett has already been responsible for a lot of the architecture around here and a lot of the building around here, it's probably between architecture and building, right? And I think we go for probably building. There is an option to pick another one of these. One of the sort of self-imposed rules, if you like, is that 1 per skill. So if Huckett was to use another expertise option, then it would have to go into a mining skill. Of course, that also has to be in skills that they've got a double passion in as well. So if, for example... Oh no, Zari has got double passion. Double passion, double fun. But let's, for example, say that someone's only got a double passion in one thing, then that's just 1 expertise, as opposed to the potential 2. And the mining has begun. And Nathal's reached level 9 in plants. Look at him go. They are burning through that rice fairly quickly, so I'm quite glad that we made this switch to corn when we did. We're going to need something a bit more substantial than rice before too long, I think. Rice grows quickly, but it doesn't really keep you fed in the long term. Right, do you know what? We might actually switch this over to corn as well. Full send on the corn. Could even go as far as putting another field of something down here, but I don't think we need it right now. Maybe we do, though. We have got 6 people. That is something to consider. And yeah, instead of living up to chance, I think just that an extra little cornfield down there made complete sense. So I've just thrown that right in there. Extra cornfield, completely sensible. We discovered a silver mining work site controlled by the Shoinor Confederacy. At the exact same time, another mad boomerlope decided to perk up and start coming after us. We could raid that for 528 silver, but I mean, I don't think raiding other camps is quite something that these guys would necessarily do. Certainly not right now, anyway. Another boomerlope, though. Oh, okay. Cool. Now it's going to explode there. Oh, we're just going to just shoot it. Oh, the humanity. There we go. Okay, put those fires out. Maybe this time we can actually use the whole animal. Butcher it. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, they've gone away without putting all the fire out, those fools. Fire out. Put the fire out. Put the fire out. It's going to burn this whole friggin' forest down otherwise. And we got a ritual opportunity soon. The Goonstone Fair on the 7th of August. So I guess we could probably do the Goonstone Fair. Sounds like an enchanting time for everybody involved. Nacho is able to Zari with the conversion stick again. So let's see. 43? Well, that's, you know, it's gone down further than what it was. I think last time it crawled up from 69, which is what it was last time, and now it's down to 43. So we are getting there. Conversion stuff's kind of weird, right? Because ultimately everyone's getting a mood hit right now. Or, you know, like Zari's being led by a remnant and doesn't like that. Is carrying the Steelic, where Steelic was actually because of their belief in the school as well. Whilst everyone else is upset because, and I know it's just -2, you know, but to the point, everyone else is upset because Zari's here. So Zari joining's actually been, it's been good because, okay, fine, it's meant that we've had to start converting straight away, but it's been bad because, yes, we've had to start converting straight away. It's an odd mechanic. I do have something installed that makes it slightly quicker to convert somebody. But even then, you know, as we've seen, it's not like it's made it a complete guarantee that someone will be converted once you hit them with it. You've still got to actually engage with the mechanic at least a little bit. As well, if we just look at the bigotry, there's moderate bigotry. So, you know, they it's that -2 that's causing it, but as well, they'll just passively try to convert people to their way of thinking. Overall, I would say that, you know, ideologies, it's great, and it's, you know, there's a huge amount that it adds to Rimworld, but it's just got a few mechanics in there that are really, I would probably call fiddly, and conversions are certainly one of those fiddlier mechanics. It isn't much, but I do think that the place is looking at least a little better now, with the pathways around and the hedges and stuff. Just those little bits that make it feel a little bit more lived in. We've finally been given a interesting, shall we say, quest. A derelict radio beacon seems to be emitting faint radio signals with a location tracker. By decrypting these signals, we've discovered that they seem to be leading to an ancient lab not far from Cauliflower Valley. The site may have some salvageable genetic technology. You know? How far is that? Oh. Right in the middle of all those mountains. I'm not sure about that. So it's only 2.5 days. So like what, 5-day round trip? We could maybe investigate that. Let's put a caravan together and send out a squad on that. Sure, why not? I think that's worth investigating. I think it's just gonna be Nacho and Hawks that we send out on this one. Still leaves us with Hooker and Aethel at home for construction and planting related needs. They'll only need some meals, a bit of medicine, and they don't need anything else. Sure, let's send them out. See you guys in a few days' time. And they're off. Or, well, they're about to be off. They are off. There we go. Yep. Traveling through to Mount Catoron. Investigate a abandoned biotech lab. Who told us about this? Just a derelict radio beacon? Okay, sure. I mean, I'd argue that it is quite far from Cauliflower Valley, but who am I to say what's far and what's not far, you know? Passing near the remains of an ancient exostrider, Zari noticed an intact transponder. If you could get the transponder, you could read valuable information. The massive mech is smashed and fused into a solid piece. That'll be this thing then, eh? I think it's probably worth investigating that transponder. I would probably say that Zari and Huckett be the ones that want to do that. I mean, yeah, they've, you know, just been... Well, it's got 3,000 hit points, but it's actually going quite fast because I've sped time up. It's not going fast at all. Aethel, do you want to come and lend a hand here, good buddy? And it's gonna go boom. Okay, get out of there. Run far. Don't get close to it. I mean, it's... Wow, okay. That's not so bad. Available. Mechanoid transponder. That'll be this piece of kit here, then. Can be decrypted, I should say, at a research bench. I hope it's not going to burn. It won't. It's not going to burn. You'd think I'd know that. It's not going to burn. It's fireproof. Unlike the forest around it, that's probably going to burn. I'm sure that will be fine. we don't look at it, then we don't need to worry about it. Hawks and Nacho are closing in on their destination, but they're probably going to need to rest here, given the fact that, you know, it's nighttime. Make a camp. Oh, like an actual camp. And we've got outposts available as well. We probably don't want to build an outpost for the time being. Quest available, The Shining Edifice. A legendary plant pot for the reward. Old One Nate Tourism of Classic Crew is requesting that we build a monument to reduce feelings of despair amongst the people. 11 by 4, eh? That's quite small. We could get a book, The Design of Aristocratic Elegance, which would teach us about noble decorations, and some uranium. I don't know that I want a legendary plant pot. I think we'll do it for the goodwill. We'll do it for the goodwill. That's barely a monument at all. That's a small building. I mean, I'm absolutely fine with it. We'll build it, but I can't really say that something of this size is what I'd consider monumental. But what do I know? Our steel situation's looking healthier, so I think we could probably afford to have Hookett work on this monument. Quick check on Hawks and Nacho, and they are progressing through these valleys and what have you. At the same time as some caravan animals have wandered into our Cauliflower Valley there. There's a hunting worksite controlled nearby as well, but again, similar to the silver one, I don't think they would be of a mind to go raid it. But how long's left on your journey there? Half a day? That's fine. Caravan animals. Companion Dryad. Oh. Companion Dryad that's carrying a little bit of beer, a little bit of gold, and everything else in between. You know what? Can we tame that? No. Well, we could actually once Hawks comes back, right? We could tame that if Hawks got back in time to do so. I don't think it's worth us killing it for a bit of gold and be able to unlocking sniping. Shooting XP up to level 8. Yeah, it's poor little Dryad. We'll leave him for now. Hello. Hello. Guinea pig. There we have it. Our monument is complete. Wow, they really demanded a lot from us there. We need to protect it for 21 days, and if it's destroyed, tourism's enforcement system will activate, and a new site will appear nearby where a psychic droner and 11 man-hunting angel moth larvas will be there for us to deal with. I think we'll go with protecting the monument for 21 days. I'm sure it won't be a problem and won't get in the way of any future plans or anything like that. 21 days in Rimworld is quite a long time. And Hawks and Nacho have arrived at the abandoned... Holy moly, this thing's huge. The abandoned biotech lab. Whip up the minimap. Yeah, this thing's massive. My word. And there's an extra little building here too, it looks like. So there's plenty for us to investigate here. I guess we'll head in through the front door. Hello. Oh, it's an ancient corpse. Alright, I thought it might have had something good with it, but it doesn't. And it's an opportunity for the Goonstone Fair. Oh, hello. Red-eyed. Carriers of this gene have deeply red pigmented eyes. Is this possible to be used? No, it's corroded beyond all repair. That's a shame. It would have been nice to be able to bring one of those home with us, but never mind. Not sure I'm bothered about giving someone red eyes either, for being entirely honest with you. It's kind of weird. These are obviously would-be holding cells for the crazy genetic experiments that were going on. Subcore rip scanners, mech recharges. Oh, here we go. Here's some loot. We've got pig ears, a gene remover, fire spew and deep red skin, long pregnancy and vicious UV sensitivity. Wow, we've really hit the mother load here. Which is to say, all this stuff kind of sucks. The gene remover is potentially useful. Maybe we'll grab the gene remover. Fire spew could be useful, but then again, maybe not. I like these lamps. Are they? No, we can't. I'm gonna say it would be quite nice if we were able to uninstall some of those and bring them home with us, but it doesn't look like that's going to be on the agenda. So yeah, not a tremendous amount of interesting stuff here, but nevertheless, we'll grab it. And, you know, we came all this way. We don't want to be leaving empty-handed. We'll get Nacho to go and explore that wooden ruin up there whilst Hawks picks up all of the bits. Yeah, you show that door who's boss. Nothing. Cool. And not much else of note on this map of maps. Nevertheless, we've got some stuff that people might be interested in buying. Alright, well. That'll be Hawks and Nacho on their way home. Goonstone Fair can begin. I think we'll wait. Yeah, that expires in 9 days. We'll maybe do the Goonstone Fair when they get home. And we've unlocked machining, so that's kind of fun. Honestly, let's just grab microelectronics whilst it's showing up. That's incredibly lucky. Not going to complain about that at all. What we could do, actually, is transform this into, like, some... Yeah, it would be a nice extension to the hospital, actually. This could be, like, a little lab and crafting facility. Sure, that's what we'll do. And we get a solar flare at the exact same time that Hawks and Nacho run out of food. But they're well fed, and they're less than a day away from home, so I don't think there's anything to worry about insofar as that's concerned. And the solar flare, honestly, not a big deal either. It's more of an annoyance than anything else. Young beggars wish for alms. They want 13 medicine. I mean, we've got 24. Why? They need it to help their friends at a nearby settlement that was devastated by raiders. Well, that's no fun. It's no fun for you at all. I mean, your name is Fearful. What's your name? Songor the Thin. Wow. All right. They're from that thing, the school that Zari's from as well. Seeing as, Zari, you might know these people. Give them the medicine. I'm sure we won't regret doing so. Not like we need it or anything. They're kids. This one's 4, and this one's 10. I mean, all right, sending them across the wilderness for medicine, where they came from, is probably incredibly desperate, right? Good luck on your merry way. Please don't get eaten by a wolf. Probably a friggin' fire-breathing wolf. And no more solar flare. Right in time for morning. You know what? I think we are going to run that lab idea. I mean, I wrote it down, so... I think we'll give this place an actual doorway as well. Feeling real good about it, you know. Although I'm not feeling good about the fact that the doorway's not going to be centered. No! Well, the doorway will have to go there. Oh, my word. That is one heck of a... What are they? A dark beast. Oh, look at you. A mechanoid-infused variant of the Thunder Beast, which bioelectric organs have been removed and replaced with metallic spikes housing a distributed cloud of mechanites. It's thought that the Dark Beast was created as a terrorist weapon that attacks settlements by depriving them of sunlight, and they've naturally evolved over the centuries, making them unstable. Well, alright, and on top of that you've brought with you, how many Muffalo? You've got 21 Muffalo with you, just in case. Alright, sure. That's an unholy amount of Muffalo. What is the actual story with Muffalo? A large herding herbivore descended from buffalo and adapted for cold and warm environments. Buffalo are deadly when enraged, but tamed ones are docile and used as pack animals. No one's sure why they're blue. Yeah, they just are. Look at this guy as well. Oh my goodness. They've got some weaponry, huh? What you got there? A heavy SMG? What are you hunting? A musket. Sure. Oh, and they're on a fight too. Who's going to win? Gregson versus Baron. Baron flagrantly insulted Gregson's diet. This drove Gregson into a rage and he began a fight. Oh well. Though they're out of food, Nacho and Hawks are basically home. They're almost there. Yeah, that's toggled on, so that's fine. Yeah, they'll be fine. Their bar will be empty just as they arrive home. So they'll probably want a nice meal and a nice bed when they get back. Sabotage opportunity. A guerrilla force intends to attack Tripolis, the city of the Imperium. You choose to help by deconstructing all the turrets in Tripolis. A Arco Cube, 7 advanced components, 3 melee skill trainers, and a gene pack for purple. Which I guess is purple skin. Where's Tripolis? Yeah, I'm alright for attacking a city, actually. Again, don't necessarily think that this team here would probably want to do that. Nacho and Hawks are finally home, just as that trade caravan leaves. Terrific. I'm sure we'll be able to find somewhere to sell our gene packs before they deteriorate into nothingness. We also picked up some wooden plant pots that were just kicking around in that lab. So I figured, yeah, well, why not? They're there, right? Probably build better ones than... They're all normal quality. We could probably build better ones, but they're free. Before I forget, we'll do the Goonstone Fair. That wants a light ball and loudspeakers and an impressive room. But there's still a 40% chance of it being... Well, 46% chance of it being fun. I think that's fine. Zari, you're not invited, because you don't believe in the Goonstone. Yet. You're close to it, though, right? 21%, sure. Look at this. Cooking and mushrooms, balloons, and the topic of dualism. Wow. And friendly clowns. What an absolutely jumping party, huh? And they all found it boring. Which, yeah, sure. I mean, it didn't look like the best time ever, to be honest. Joy of joys. Aethel and Hooker both come down with sensory mechanites. Oh, they get that increase in manipulation. Well, they get an increase in everything except they're in pain and they fall asleep more often. Sort of a positive thing more than anything else, though, the sensory mechanites. As long as we can keep them in a relatively good mood, and as long as they can, you know, go to bed fairly often. At least Zari's on the case, look. Straight in there to help Aethel out. Good old Zari. 64% too. Hey, that's not bad with the herbal medicine. Nice work. So what's the situation there then? We've got to let it ride out. They're there until they're not, I guess. The lab's basically completed right now, so I've gone ahead and moved Troll Pants' happy desk into here and given our guy a chair, a good cloth armchair. Fury tremendously appreciates. Probably build that machining bench too, right? Oh, and then we could maybe like move the stockpile down to here or something. I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself. What can we actually build at this machining bench? An ammo pack? A mini turret pack? Ammo pack might be useful. For Hawks, Hucket's got a tool belt already, but Hawks could probably do with the ammo packs. We'll make one of them. Yeah, we'll build an ammo pack for Hawks then. Sure. I had completely forgotten about the mechanoid transponder. Okay, could you decrypt that, maybe? And sure enough, okay. Decrypted an ancient transponder, revealing the location of a mechanoid ship in orbit. The ship contains the remains of a mechanator. It can create and control mechanoids for work and combat. Hey, we could resurrect Diurna. Let's do it. We could fight a Tesseron. Yeah, we could fight one of them. No problem. Nacho, Hucket, and Hawks. I think you three are the squad for the job. Let's get after this. Whoa, okay. Whoa, that's got some range on it. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Hawks. Can you stun it? You could stun it. Okay. Where's Nacho? What are you doing? Get over here. Hawks is on fire, but it's fine. We get in the lake, Hawks. Oh, great. Hawks been knocked out. 7 hours bleeding out. That's not great. All right. Oh, dear me. Go and rescue Hawks, Troll Pants. We killed it. We did. We killed it. Nacho took a bruise. Hucket's also a bit bruised and bleeding slightly. Hawks is on fire and bleeding out quite nastily. Nacho, please go and put the fire out on Hawks. Thank you. Can you actually just rescue her? Troll Pants, can you go to the hospital? They're all moving really slowly because of the foggy rain. Probably wasn't the most well-advised time to summon that down, but hey, they made it. It's fine. And Hawks is going to survive. I'll tell you something else, actually, Troll Pants. Could you pop a word of healing on Hawks there? You really don't need to keep going to bed, though, dude. Like, come on. I know you want to go to bed, but, like, they did need some medical attention, you know? Psychic healing. Natural healing factor times 300%. Oh, Hawks, you'll be back on your feet in no time. Hopefully it won't take you as long to heal up as it did that Neanderthal guy that was here and left without me really noticing. But we got the mech link from this fish farmer, so that's what's important. I think we'll give that to Hucket. Engineer with a mech link, that makes sense, right? once she's, you know, back on her feet. Actually, I'll tell you what, Troll Pants, do you want to use that psychic power? Hook it there too. Nacho, I mean, Nacho just took a bruise. Like, she's going to be fine. Nacho's already healed up and ready to go. She's got no problem. Probably going to take a bit of time for Hawks to get back up, though. So she was on fire for a little bit there. And now that Hookit is back to full health, go and extract that mech link for us, if you'd be so kind. And there it is. Bionic implant that allows direct control of mechanoids. Mech links are used by soldiers to control war mechs, and by workers to control labor mechs. A person with a mech link is known as a mechanitor. Self-installable, and they're not simply devices for sending signals to mechanoids, because mechanoids are not mere robots. Mechanoids have a dim psychic presence, so fluently controlling them requires a connection, linking mechanor and mechanoid both physically and electromagnetically. Mechlink permits deeper control. Can only be removed after death, and must be capable of smithing work. Okay, well, yeah, hook it. Become the mechanitor. Become the thing. So now we can do this stuff. Great success. And we got a constructoid. So, look at this. Hello. You're going to help us with what? Construction. Ah, sure. Trollpants has gained a new level of Psi-Link, so let's take a look at what Trollpants can learn now. We could go for the word of immunity or pain block. I actually think word of immunity is probably the more useful, and that's also meant that Trollpants is now the Guildmaster. Move over, Hawks. There's a new leader in town. One that's incapable of violence, but nevertheless can take charge of a situation with their satchel. I was wondering if we were going to get a trader show up. And sure enough, the old civil ones have turned up with some exotic goods for sale. Hopefully, we can sell them those genes that we picked up in the abandoned lab and make ourselves a little bit of extra money. That would be quite helpful. We absolutely can sell those gene packs, so we will, and we'll use that money to buy some more components. Sure, we'll take 50 plasteel too. So much for us making some silver from that situation, but hey, we need the plasteel. Well, we don't need the plasteel. It'll just be nice to have, in case. Going in for another use of convert here. And there it is. Zari is no longer a member of the school. And now we have uniform thoughts. And everyone is the same as each other. And we got a brand new level up for Nacho and Hawks. So, Hawks is our Archotechist, right? Let's go for Psychic Shock. I think that would actually make Hawks our highest level Psycaster. Or maybe it's going to be Nacho. Nacho will grab Power Leap with. Oh, it's Hawks. Hawks is back to being the strongest and the Guildmaster, so that's good news. I didn't really want to have to muss around with the roles if we didn't have to, and fortunately, Hawks has reclaimed her rightful place as the leader of this ragtag crew. I'm feeling a little bit concerned because we've been here 21 days now, and we've had a single, you can't even call it a raid, we've had a single attack, which was this Manhunter pack, however long ago that was. And I'm genuinely surprised that we haven't seen a raid yet. Mangled figure is approaching the colony. She wants to talk, and we can send someone to hear what she has to say. It's what? What's going on here? Sasa? Oh, you're one of these. You're one of these unknown. You're very greedy, though, huh? You've got a void fascination. Okay. Nacho, go and speak to this strange-looking person. Oh my goodness! Look at this. She's just an arm, a leg, and a tentacle. And what's death refusal? Infused with a seed of Archotech machines that can recreate life, the Archites will sustain their mind, and when they choose, rebuild their body. Flesh will rapidly reform. Okay, so is she what, growing back? The mangled stranger stares at you with empty eyes and speaks in a broken voice. She claims to have escaped from a terrible cult. Begs to join us. As the former subject of a cultist ritual, Sasa has the ability to defy death. Black arco technology courses through her body, allowing her to self-resurrect. When she does, her flesh rapidly reforms. The process is imperfect. She may be useful, but there may be something she's not telling us. She's naturally gifted in an intellectual sense, but her skills are otherwise kind of non-existent. But it would be pretty mean of us to turn her away, given the state that she's in. We're going to let you in, Sasa. Could we... there's something I was wanting to try from Anomaly, though. There's this surgical inspection. I think we're going to do that. Wouldn't mind seeing what you're hiding from us? My word. The state that you're in. Well, I guess Trollpants will soon discover any secrets that she's hiding from us. And the results are in. There are no anomalies. However, a doctor may lie if it's in their own self-interest. Alright. Well, if Trollpants says there's nothing wrong with Sasa, then I believe Trollpants. What's really strange is that... did they say it's growing back? Yeah, the flesh will reform. How strange. Well, welcome to the team, Sasa. I'm gonna get rid of those simple meals you've come with, mind you. I only want those lying around. Trollpants, you better not be eating that. No. No. Pick them up. And then go over here. We're just gonna let them rot in the sun. I don't want anyone getting, like, food poisoning from outside simple meals, basically. They can stay there and rot in the sun. I appreciate that you brought some food for everyone, Sasa, but you understand. Food poisoning's just not really worth dealing with. We've got plenty of corn. We've got corn and we got ambrosia. What more could you ask for in this life? A meteorite of a a meteorite of hardened slime. What the devil is hardened slime? Not very useful. Alright, well, if it's not very useful, it's just going to stay there then. Near the ambrosia fields. Sasa joining us is another one that we're going to have to convert, because Sasa is a member of the Patriotic Way, who thinks slavery is honourable. Yeah, we're going to have to beat that. We're going to have to beat that right out of you. Don't have that kind of thing going on around here. Great. You join us, and then you throw up everywhere. Thanks. Would you believe another shuttle has crashed? What's going on with this particular area? We've got Randy Betts, Stamati Melly Bardson, and Tam Poddock. Well, we've got a hospital, right? We might as well use it. Nacho, you go and rescue this one. What are you... What? Oh, it's a tattoo. Okay. And what is this? What word was this? A wretch? Stable mutation. Oh, you poor dear. And Tam just immediately joins. Alright. Doesn't take much. What are you? You're a high mate. High mates are designed companions and concubines. Oh, goodness. That's a base game, by the way. Unique ability, psychically bond with a mate. High mates are empathetic, beautiful, cheerful, and talented in social matters. She's got a pretty decent passion in crafting and social and animals as it goes. Yeah, social. Well, she can potentially cook as well. Natural animals. She's an undergrounder. She's distressed. Empathetic and sensitive to the suffering of others. Oh, this is going to be great. She's capable of violence too, so that's going to be amazing. Capable of violence and incapable of caring. I mean, you're a childhood bully. You tormented other children for fun. All right. Well, sure. All right then. Welcome to the colony of the High Mate. Look at you're so happy. You're bleeding to death, mate. You realize this, right? You're enthusiastic as anything you like about it, so, you know, take what you're given, I suppose. Are you really... You're still not well. Why are you removing your gigantic gloves? You didn't have to. You could have waited. Alright. Well, a tail. Another colonist does mean another house, and so another house shall be made. With a little help from our robot buddy, who we'll call Robot. buddy. Sure. Clav's got an infection in her torso. However, Zari's on the case. Zari's going to look after you. Don't worry about it. You're going to be fine. You know what? Actually, we can go one better. We can use the word of immunity. You're going to be okay. What is the word of immunity bestow? Psychic immunity. Immunity gain speed 180%. Hey, you're going to be totally fine. Anything else wrong with you? No, you're fine. You'll be fine. You're just going to need a few days. Realized as well that I didn't spin the wheel on the name of Sasa either, which I've now done. So, welcome to the team, you strange person, you. It's Kerwin. We're going to need to think about getting some weapons for, well, actually, weapon for Kerwin. And Zari could probably do with something a bit better than the Ikwa. To that, we do, in fact, have the electric smithy. So, let's go ahead and pop one of those down. There's a big part of me that actually wants to just, you know, I'm going to do it. I have to do it. It's a complete and utter waste, but expanding that out by 1 means that I can have a single door in here and it's not going to look stupid. Because if I don't do it now, I'm going to end up regretting it at some point in the indeterminate future. So it's happening. We are really popular. Melly has joined as well. And you're, let me guess, you're another incapable of violence. Are you kidding me? And you're intellectual as well, but at least you've actually got a passion in mining. You're a misogynist, so that's useful, isn't it? Oh, Melly. That's immediately another friggin' house that we're going to need too. Why is everyone incapable of violence? Well, it's because you're an organ farm. I'll be why. It's because you're an organ farm. New face means another spin on the wheel, so didn't have to wait this long, comparative to Kerwin there. Welcome aboard. Ollie. His title is the Colony Auditor. Wow. What a great place. A great thing to be. It's exactly what we needed, actually. A auditor who's much like Trollpants and Clav, incapable of any violence whatsoever. Because it's a violent profession, auditing. Getting a little bit like... It's turned into a village. That's what's happened here. It's turned into a village. I'm genuinely amazed that we've ended up with 9 people so quickly. Wasn't expecting that, that's for certain. Randy is going to leave, so that's nice. At least haven't got another one. I suppose our charitable means of, you know, rescuing those poor people, Zari, Clav, and Farley, as the case may be, from those spaceship crashes means that this was always going to happen. Nevertheless, we've now got 3 people that need converting. So I'm thinking of running a conversion ritual, just to see if we could get these sped up. And we'll start with Kerwin. We'll just go in order of them joining, I guess. So yeah, let's run a conversion ritual, see what happens. Wow, what a way to convert someone, eh? The wrongness of apostasy. My goodness, it's a bit intense there, Nacho. Nevertheless, it was effective. Did it actually work? No, but it did drop down their commitment to what they currently believe in to 60%. We've got a Thrumbo. Hello. Gigantic, graceful creature of unknown origin. We're just going to go ahead and let you be, I think. You're all right. We did, in fact, finish building that smithy, and I've immediately forgotten what we wanted from it. It was a weapon for Kerwin, a melee weapon to be exact, and then these two, yeah, Clav and Farley can't really do anything. We also wanted a better melee weapon than this Ikwa for Zari. Would you believe it if I told you that Trollpants proposed marriage to Huckett, and Huckett agreed, so they're engaged now, and they're going to be married at some point in the coming days. And then on top of that, Huggett's even going to change her last name to Nerlich. Isn't that nice? That was our very first couple. It's nice to see that they're going strong and, you know, opting to get married. Go, little robot, go. Build that floor. Show us how powerful you really are. Unbelievable. Well done. Just in time for Farley to come in there. And that does actually bring us to the very first day of, as the game says, fall. Or as I like to say, autumn. I think we'll call it a day. We've turned this little place into a proper little community. It's starting to get a real village vibe to it with these lovely 7 houses. And then we got some new faces joined us too. Clav and Farley, unless we forget. Kerwin is here too with their weird tentacle arm and death refusal. Kind of cool. What a place to be. I think I mentioned earlier, but the raiding or lack of raids is very, very peculiar. It's allowing us to, the graph don't lie, we're amassing, and it's not a huge amount, it's like 60,000. Nevertheless, it's like, it's wealth, you know, we're getting wealthier by the day because of all of the corn that never mind. We'll leave it there. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Till then, take care.